World Cup coverage continues right here on SportsGrid. Kevin Walsh, Gabriel Morency. It is Colombia and Switzerland. The winner moves on to face Argentina in the quarterfinals. I'm on both teams to score in this match. Colombia have been an interesting follow. I think a team that Gabe and I have talked pretty kindly about throughout this tournament. But the lack of goals that they've put forward has been a bit concerning to me. I think they are absolutely on upset alert here in this match against a Swiss team that are very talented offensively. Slow start against Qatar. We, of course, know it well, Gabe. But I think the Swiss are being discounted a little bit here. I want both teams to score to start this match. Excited for in-game opportunities.
Oh, I'm super excited for this game. So super excited. I'm putting in a same-game parlay right now, even though I already have a ton of money on this game. But I saw I had a 50% odds boost that I hadn't taken advantage of on a same-game parlay. So I was like, yeah, you know what? 50% odds boost is definitely enough to get me interested. Super fired up to see how this game plays out, Kevin. Listen, man, I got to be honest with you. This line surprises me. And I talked about this earlier in the week. I talked about it earlier in the day today. Switzerland have a higher pedigree than Colombia do. Let's call this out for what it is, right, Kevin? You could argue Switzerland are the better team, but Colombia are the trendier team right now. Switzerland are like a faceless team, right? Like, people don't really know their players. Switzerland as a whole, like, they literally had like 800 fans travel from Switzerland. Like 800, not 8,000, but 800, right? Like, and they like their sport and stuff, but it's not, you know what I mean? It's not this next level passion. So it's not like there's like the public are betting on Switzerland ever, really. And they get Colombia, they're very trendy. Yet we get into the fact that Manzambi is out of this game today, which is a massive loss for Switzerland, guys. And then you throw in the fact that I credit the odds makers for knowing this. And Kevin, look at the seats right now. Yeah. Look at all that yellow in the stands, bro.
Yeah, it's remarkable.
There's nearly 100,000 Colombians that live in the Vancouver area. I showed you the video. I posted a video of what it looked like outside the hotel. Yeah. You ever seen anything like that? Like that, the Chicago Bulls and Jordan, LeBron can't get that, Kevin. You know what I'm saying? Like, there might be a few like hangers on.
Like, forget, they're not in Colombia.
They're in Vancouver.
It doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even.
They're 6,000 miles away from Colombia. But
I'll tell you,
there's a lot of Colombians in Vancouver.
I'm struggling with the three host nations. I don't know if I love it or hate it, because to me, like, I can't get over the fact that if Mexico played in a final, the game would have been in New Jersey. Like, that really bothered me. But also, like, we're getting so many different locations. And so I don't want to, like, I understand with the growing tournament type of thing, but there's
listen, I don't want to live in the past, but how do you think we feel here about, dude, we lost in Houston, Texas. We just paid $2 billion to host the World Cup.
Oh, that's what I'm saying, Gabe. Mexico literally won every match.
Didn't we pay to host? Like, aren't we one of the isn't that the point of being a host nation? That you play at home?
Yeah. Yes. That's what I'm still like. That's why there's a part of me that's like, we can't be doing this. It's ridiculous. Like, if you're the host nation, like, the alternative, Gabe, is essentially this trio of the U.S., Mexico, and Canada get it 8 years from now, except Canada end up with the quarters, the semis, and the final. And then in another 8 years, Mexico.
There's not a hope in hell of that happening.
Of course not. Of course it's not. But I'm saying it as the American. I'm such a good guy. But because it's not right. You know what I mean? But that's if this is the only way.
How is the final at MetLife instead of Azteca Stadium? Even like the cathedral. Where they would actually go and care no matter who's in it, right? You know what I mean? It's sort of that same, like the full passion of the sport.
There would be more Mexican jerseys in the Azteca for a final they were not in than either of the teams playing
and they'd
in
be
the
chanting
final.
Mexican chants during the game just to make their point known that they haven't given up. We're still here.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yep.
You know, it's funny because I just posted a video of Quinones on a plane in Mexico. Guy's flying commercial. He was on a plane and got a hero's welcome, right? You see, like in America, they suck. And there's so many bad takes. So I want to talk about the game today, Kevin, but God, there's a lot of bad takes out there.
Yes, there are.
A lot of bad takes. Yeah. Like, I saw one about there's got to be a tight end in the NFL that could be a goalie or something. Yeah, because that's it. Like, a tight end is stopping Mbappe, Kevin. Right?
So There is an element of the whole. People keep saying the best athlete thing, and then they don't expand on what it means. I'll say this.
It's not in the NFL as much as I love the NFL. It's not in the NFL.
No.
Guys in the NFL like couldn't play. None of them can play any other sport. Like you're all in the NFL for a reason, and you're competing against Americans from two conferences. The world doesn't play NFL football.
Right.
Like people, I just want to throw it out here. We'll get to the game, Kevin. I'm sure you agree with my take here. Like, the Portnoys and all these stupid takes out there. Our best guys aren't playing. I hate to break it to you. Like Balogun's on AC on Monaco. It's harder to make that team than it is the Detroit Lions, people, or the Buffalo Bills. You know what I mean, Kevin? 53 guys a year, special teams. Like, people from around the entire world are competing for a spot on that team. People from Louisiana, Texas, and Florida are competing for a spot on the Detroit Lions. The NFL's from two conferences, the SEC and the Big Ten.
There's also 32 NFL teams. There's 150 top flight clubs. So there is an accurate amount of top. Here's the thing. The idea that all of the best players are not good athletes in soccer is bananas. But also, Messi's not 6'4", 225 pounds.
No, that's another thing.
You would think every great player in the world
let
just
me throw
this
at you.
There's only one
Being a basketball guy, Victor Wembanyama growing up didn't want to be an NBA player. That wasn't his dream. He wanted to be the goalie on France's national team. He was a goalie. Played all the way till he was 14 years old. You know what he said? I was no good compared to everybody else. I was the best at basketball, but I wanted to play soccer. I guess he's not a real athlete, right? He wasn't good enough. Usain Bolt, fastest guy ever, wanted to be a soccer player, not a track guy. After he had all that track success and money, he said, I'm going to be a pro soccer player. Dude, he got on the team, actually. We'll give him credit in the Jamaican League or whatever.
Yeah.
He wasn't very good. You know what I mean? It's you're the fastest guy in the world.
The sport. So this is the thing that is crazy.
Exactly. You got to grow up with a soccer ball on your foot since you were 2 years old.
Right.
Like Tiger did with a golf club in his hand.
Wait. That's kind of the thing, right, with the whole Wemby thing. Wemby could train soccer forever. At some point, you go, he's 7'5", you're playing basketball, right? This idea that we're going to identify someone at 7 years old, he's going to grow up to be 6'4", fast as all get out, and we want him to play soccer. It's the whole thing is so dumb. The whole thing is so dumb. It's not a real conversation.
And just the last thing about this. So are America's best athletes playing hockey? You just won the gold medal, so shut up. It's a stupid take.
but this is the only thing. I wish people were I wonder what it would look like if everybody on the U.S. were 6'4". But that's not how the best teams in the world look.
No, I don't see anyone 6'4" on France. Yeah, I don't see anyone 6'4" on France.
That's what I'm saying. Gabe, I think it would be interesting if a bunch of the 6'4" monsters that play basketball grew up and were good enough to play soccer.
You know what happened? Everyone would run right past them.
Most likely. It's not like there aren't 6'4" people of French descent. It's not.
Dude, we talked about it. Bosnia's average height was 6'2". They had a bunch of 6'4" and 6'5". They suck. It doesn't matter. They're no good.
5'9". What are we doing?
Diego Maradona. How big was Diego Maradona?
Not that big.
5'6", 5'7".
It's just, again. Leave it to the U.S. There's so many different things.
As I said today, Kevin, I didn't want to be a jerk, but I said the USA's never winning the World Cup of soccer, but they can win the World Cup of soccer on bad takes.
All right. I got to imagine Portugal's in there. Be right back. Back right here on Sports Grid. It's in-game live. It's Kevin Walsh. It's Gabe Morency. The day after the United States were dropped out of this
we
tournament.
just can't get into this Columbia game. We're caught up on this. I just have a last take on this. USA hasn't won the WBC in like God knows how long, right? We're talking about soccer. We look at basketball, best players, Wembanyama, Jokic, Luka, Giannis. For the most part, all the best players aren't American. Who's the best American player? Like Anthony Edwards? LeBron's older, you know what I mean? Kevin Durant, etc.
Whatever.
Yeah, sure. Kind of these older dudes. So my point is, never thought I was going to say this, Mr. Walsh, but the United States of America is a hockey country. You guys own it all. Like women's gold medal, Stanley Cups, like this. I can go on, like juniors, women's, like, yeah. USA's a hockey country. You guys are taking hockey over.
No, take it back. Don't do that. Take it back.
Oh, I just can't wait for the flag football Olympics too. And you know where I'm going with this. I just want chaos, Kevin. And
but here's the incredible thing about
put it in my veins.
Yeah, but here's how the flag football Olympics is going to go one of two ways. By the way, we send NFL players and get smoked.
Yeah, you know it too. You're smart enough to know this.
Yeah, but Gabe, if we send our actual team, we will roll to gold. It's going like that. Like,
yes,
we are the best at flag football. It's just that it's not Justin Jefferson.
We're just using this as a international correlation here. So with flag football, the NFL's put like $2 billion into this. Their whole plan was, we're going to roll out Patrick Mahomes and Jefferson and Jamar Chase, and we're going to put on a show and kick the world's ass. And now that they actually have done it a little bit and kind of realize, they're like, we're going to lose. NFL guys will get lit up by Mexico and Germany and stuff in flag football. I'm telling you right now. Kevin Walsh knows this. I think the U.S. kind of knows this a little bit, except they want to force the NFL thing in. And you remember what happened, Kevin? I said, all right, if you're the NFL guys, make them beat the U.S. team, Kevin. Have like the U.S. Olympic trials. You know what I mean? We're having a tournament. There's 3 little groups of NFL guys in their teams, and we got you guys that are a normal flag football team. And don't just give it to the NFL guys, because I think the flag football team guys are going to beat the NFL guys. And we saw what happened when they did that exhibition game. They murdered them, Kevin. They murdered them.
I still can't tell if the NFL should thank Tom Brady or hate him forever, because he stopped the embarrassment. But everyone now after that agrees you can't send the NFL guys. It was one of those things like, again, Gabe's sick, so he like watches and bets flag football. But for most people, they were like, we don't know, right? There were some people who felt strongly the NFL would win. There were some people who felt strongly the flag guys would win. And then all of a sudden, there's a real answer now. It's not a debate. The U.S. flag football team, they sent poor Jalen Hurts out there. Jalen Hurts is getting thrown pick sixes like every other play in that thing. It was breaking my heart to watch. It was a disaster. It was a disaster.
He was really struggling back there.
Gronk got a torn hamstring.
Because it's
the whole
fast.
thing was
it's
a
all
mess.
like, it's different. It's not. It's like arena football. It's the best way to play it. It becomes like an arena game where it's like everything's fast. It's not the NFL. It's like, but I run a 4-2. Good for you.
Right. It's like, good for you. You don't know the plays.
You don't know where you are.
Yeah,
exactly. Like,
It's, I think we've made this comparison before. It would essentially be, hey, there's a wiffle ball tournament. We're going to send up Mike Trout and Aaron Judge.
It's like, awesome. The only one that would be good at it would be Ohtani. He'd figure it out. Like, he'd be fast with that. But
here we go.
He'd be like,
can't do anything wrong.
All right, so as far as Colombia and Switzerland are concerned, I played.
We didn't even talk Argentina yet, but we'll get there.
Well, that was another robbery. Forget about Trump and the USA. I mean, that's like side potatoes next to what they're doing here. They screwed Egypt good. I gotta tell you too, with the curse of the pyramids and all that stuff, I wouldn't mess with Egypt too much. Like, I thought they were gonna punch the referee at the end of the game, but we put we played under 3.5 cards in this game. Still no cards. Still no cards. Yeah. I didn't expect this. Switzerland are kind of like their country. Like, Switzerland aren't a dirty team, right? Like, they're not, they play football. They like to pass the ball around. They're very technical. Some people you say they pass the ball around too much type of thing, but they are a good team, Switzerland. In fact, I said they were going to make the quarterfinals before the tournament started. I just sort of started to buy in here because I'm in Vancouver and all this Colombian hype. Everywhere I turn, there's like a Colombian jersey, right? So I'm like, maybe it's like a home game. But with that being stated, still no cards here. And something that you and I talked about earlier in the tournament, Colombia normally a high-volume shot team, Kevin. So I was looking forward to the in-game shot props in this game.
Yeah.
They have 1 shot, 0 on target. Switzerland have 0 shots so far. I really think being without Mandami is really going to hurt them offensive. Manzabi, thinking of the mayor of New York, came out. But I saw he was bitching about the card last night. Whatever. That's all these people need to shut up. But without Manzabi, I really think Switzerland can be offensively challenged here, Kevin.
So it's very interesting because this tournament, it's funny. It felt like this has been an underfest, and then I saw someone show the stats. Nope, just the 2 overs that I loved were the 2 unders. There's only been 2 unders in this round. It just happened to be Spain, Portugal, and France, Paraguay.
But we've seen Colombia play these shutdown games.
Yes, they've only conceded against Uzbekistan so far in this tournament, which is impressive. However, Colombia, and I understand it was scoreless against Portugal, but if you look at their recent track record against the better teams, they do usually concede, right? Brazil put 2 on them, Argentina, Uruguay, whatever it might be. And Switzerland, a lot of times they run into top teams. They play shootouts. Spain, Germany, I think they played like 4-3 type of game. So I try to be safer with the both teams to score than the direct over because Colombia are so comfortable in scoreless matches. And that's we talked about it a lot yesterday, Gabe, just overall in this tournament, how comfortable these teams are. As long as you're not trailing, no one's in a rush to do anything, right?
And we've talked about these South American teams, and I can't help it, Kevin. I'm pushing the envelope here. And this goes against your both teams to score, but I just played under 1.5 before it starts to go to minus money. It's plus 120
What's
right
the number?
Wow. Plus 120.
That's moving fast. That is a
dude, 1.5. We played 18 minutes. Yeah, they're like, they're seeing what you're seeing almost. Yeah, Colombia are in lockdown mode today.
Yeah. All right, we're going to keep following it right here, live on SportsGrid. All right, guys, back here on SportsGrid, Colombia had the first real chance of this game, but a really nice save by the Swiss keeper to keep this thing deadlocked at 0-0. I'm sure the first hydration break is not too far away. The thing I will say with Switzerland, and Gabe knows this well from obviously, the Canada match, they strike fast. They're not a team who needs the ball.
Very good observation.
Goal. It just bomb ahead, guy slips in, oh my gosh, how'd they just score kind of deal.
You know what? Switzerland will take advantage if you make a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They just point blank. And one thing with Switzerland, though, and I like this team, they just sort of always seem to lack that final level, don't they? I don't know, if it's a heart thing, if it's what it is, they just don't raise it up that extra notch at times. And quite frankly, look, the 1-1 game against Qatar, they took the pedal off the metal, they made a mistake late, boom. Yeah. You talk about they'll capitalize on the mistakes. You watched the game. We watched the game with Switzerland. We were on the air, actually, weren't we? We watched the Switzerland game. Canada were all over them, right? Canada were in that game. And great observation. Switzerland, how did Switzerland score, Kevin? Basically, 10 seconds after the second half started, they ran down the field and scored. And another time Canada made one mistake, boom, it's in the net. Yep. They didn't do anything, right? That's the whole thing. They're not the type of team, Kevin called it, they're not the type of team that's going to buzz around the net and launch a bunch of balls and this offensive sort of, they're kind of Belgium-like, but Belgium were a little bit more precise. Belgium have the finishers that Switzerland don't have. And Switzerland can sort of get caught up in their own sort of midfield. They got a good midfield, but it can get sort of clogged up sometimes where they pass the ball around too far from the net, right? They're not, it's all right, we're doing everything, guys, but somebody's got to show something here. You know what I mean? You see Argentina, they just go right for the net later these games, right? Teams will just sort of go Colombia will just boot the ball at the net. Switzerland, very Euro-like, always looking for that perfect play, Kevin. You know what I mean? They're always sort of, when they have the ball, they're always sort of trying to read and break it down. But I don't think their pace is fast enough. So it's slow enough that it's kind of predictable in what they're going to do. And I think Colombia can defend this.
Here's one of the things that's been almost we've all been loving the Golden Boot race. But if you look at recent World Cup history, Gabe, right? You do need a superstar in order to win this tournament. If you look at the teams
every
it's
team.
Messi, it's Mbappe, it's Yamal. Obviously, England have Harry Kane. Jude Bellingham's been a top guy for Real Madrid for a few seasons now.
No, but if you go back through the history, or even back to Pele, to Maradona, right, into Ronaldo, the original Ronaldo, Brazil, right? I mean, and Baggio, who's on Italy, who missed the penalty kick, the star, on through to Zidane, right, with France, and Messi. Germany were kind of a little bit different. 2014 Germans,
they were a
deep.
Powerhouse team.
Yeah, Steinweiser, Mueller, right there, 6 guys. That's why they were so good. Yeah.
Bayern and Borussia Dortmund were two of the 6 best teams in the world. So, and that was basically their whole team.
And then you look at France, Mbappe, the last 8 years, Mbappe, Messi. It is point blank. You need a star player.
And the Swiss don't have one.
You can't go all the way. You'll hit the window. Because you need that guy. It's cliche, but that's why these guys are superheroes and stars and international global superstars. They save the day like Superman. Erling Haaland saves the day, right? Yeah. You know what I mean? Messi saves the day all the time. There's always that, don't worry, I'll get it done for you. Mbappe against Paraguay. Chill out. I got this. You know what I'm saying? It's just that I will do this. Don't worry. And hell, France lost in the last final, guys. Mbappe had a hat trick. I mean, the guy died on his sword here, right? Kevin is bang on as far as stars. And I'm just thinking ahead here about how this could play out, bro. And either way, you just nailed it. Look at the final 4 that we're going to have here. It legit could be Messi versus Bellingham / Kane, England, and Spain, France.
Yeah. It's.
And then we get into a potential final of either one of those combos is lit, but FIFA kind of knew. They set it up with the seeds that they would avoid each other. They kind of made France, in the final. France, Argentina, Or imagine a France-England. I'm starting to buy in. We'll talk about it on the other side, Kevin. Call me crazy. I'm starting to buy in, and maybe England can make it to the final after all. I don't think they beat France, but France-England World Cup final, you got to be kidding me.
We'll dive into that more after the break.
You're not fine.
I don't want to, because I know he's just going to press a button and fix it, but I think I'm ahead of Gabe. And I don't really know why. Where
are you at right now? I'm at 29.50.
I'm ahead of you by about 10, 15 seconds.
Oh, you know what? You know what? You know what? I just switched back and forth. I was like, all right, I can't stand for this. So I just like hit the channel. I went back.
Yeah.
And I skipped. I just jumped ahead. I jumped ahead. Okay, right now I'm at 30:33.
All right, not bad. That's about 5 seconds. I can.
Okay.
But I got
okay. Wait. I just went to Fox. 30:33 again.
No, good.
Okay, so now we're aligned. We're aligned here a little bit.
We're good.
Dude, I used to be like 2 minutes ahead of Cam, so finally I tried to like do it with him, but he couldn't figure it out. I said, all right, listen, I'm going to slow my PVR down for you. Like I'm going to slow my feed down for a second.
Yep.
But like I said, Kevin, like I try to do it, but I'm in-game betting, and I just can't handle it internally. I'm like, I can't do this. Like I'm betting.
No. Like, here's the other thing. Like as much as I'm watching the game, I don't know. I've grown accustomed to Gabe basically telling me when here comes something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I've been real nice today. I'm like, oh, and I didn't even know the whole time you already saw it.
but see, that's because Gabe, I'm being nice. I know. I'm like, Gabe's going to go. Also, I didn't want to spoil it, though. You saw how immediately he fixed it. He went, no.
Yeah.
I can't say it for this.
Big save again. Another shot on goal, Switzerland. Just for the record, this has been Switzerland's best little run of the match, Kevin. This last 5 minutes, they've definitely had the ball. They're kicking the ball. Like, there's been danger scoring opportunities. Kevin astutely said earlier, Switzerland kind of strike out of nowhere, right? The ball, like, you think everything's in a lull. Like I said, Canada was 0-0 at the half. Next thing you knew, they were losing 2-0.
Yep.
Right? Yep. It was one of those boom, boom type of deals. They are effective, this team. I mean, what do they rank FIFA-wise coming into this? Because the FIFA ranks change, like, in tournament here. They got, what, 15, 16, 17 type thing?
Let's see. Where is this thing? I'll tell you this. They're higher on the ELO. 15 in the FIFA. 15
so
in the FIFA.
That's respectable.
It says Colombia's 11. Did I meant to tell you this
before.
Colombia gave her up to, and listen, I actually have, through watching this tournament, I don't trust ELO ratings blindly, but it's fine to have another source. They have Colombia at 5, which is...
Yeah, that's why they're favored here. Like, Switzerland, like, I don't know, okay, we see, technically Colombia ranked 11 right now, but I don't fully buy these rankings. Like, do you think Mexico are better than Switzerland? They're not.
Also,
like,
I'm
Mexico
sorry, Morocco
right
are not
now.
the 6th best team in the world. I'm sorry, Morocco are not the 6th best team in the world.
Well, they beat Canada, so I'm going to maintain they are. I'm going to maintain that they are. But, okay, no, honestly, like Morocco, Portugal, I think Morocco's better than Portugal are right now. I don't dispute that. You can make an argument, why are Brazil ranked 5 right now ahead of Morocco?
Portugal, like, just won.
The ones I would say would be Belgium.
Spain in a final. Like, I don't
Maybe
think...
it makes the USA look good. Shouldn't Belgium be 5th right now? Shouldn't they pop up here?
I guess
they got 0 pop, like in the Sagarin raid from
But they knew them beating US wasn't that
Ken Palm rankings wasn't impressed with the US victory. It was like beating Toledo. It's like, you beat a MAC team. Right? Like, did you see too? It was the ultimate insult. There were a couple of insults. There was the Belgian players mock Trump's dance after the game. Belgium's official team account posted a picture after, overturn this. Which I thought was pretty good. But
here's the least political way I can say this. The red card getting overturned was not good for the United States. I think we can all agree.
It motivated Belgium even more.
It's not even a question. It's like it's a fact. It's a fact.
It motivated me even more. But I had a point about Belgium I wanted to get to here about their rankings and where they are right now. But that was the thing. I mean, that's it. It was Courtois, the goalie of one of the best goalies in the world. Real, like, kind of harsh comment, but he was being honest. He basically said that they said, what do you think about beating the U.S.? He basically said, so what? He said, they're not a good team. And like, I can get you exact quote. He said it in French, but he said, we didn't fear the U.S. and in fact, we were glad. He said, I was sure we would beat the U.S. He goes, I wasn't sure we would beat Senegal. Senegal are a real football team. Dave Roberts said the same thing. Dave Roberts said the same thing when they won the World Series against the Yankees, Kevin. And the Yankees, I thought the Dodgers chirped a little bit too much after that. Not all of them, but some of them. But Dave Roberts even went on in one of the podcasts with the players and had a few too many drinks. And Dave Roberts basically said the only team that we feared in the playoffs were San Diego. He's being honest.
Yeah.
Like, after the fact. He basically said, he goes, that was the only series that we were worried about. He goes, every other series we thought we were the better team and we would win, but he goes, we were worried about playing San Diego, I admit it. So Courtois kind of said the same thing. He goes, yeah, we weren't worried about the U.S., but he said we were worried about Senegal.
Yeah, I don't know why they would have been worried about the U.S. They're better. Like, the result wasn't surprising to me. While we're talking about all these rankings, though, Gabe, this is the one of the points I wanted to make. Every ranking you find has the same 4 best teams, even if the order's different, and they're all now positioned to meet in the semis. France, Spain, Argentina, England. And, like, can it be that easy almost?
No, there's got to be, like, and the other teams they're playing are good.
Yeah.
Like, listen, maybe I'm naive for buying in England. I'm just saying that You go to Mexico and handle that. Super impressive. Down a man. They even played better. They showed so much heart, resiliency, even though I think their players are jerks. Like, I don't like them personally, but respect their game.
The point I wanted to make before to you is that of all the team, they were impressive. There's no team that will bother you more if they cost you money than England. Like, it was the game against Croatia you were flipping out. You were like, I bet Ohio State. What am I doing? I hate this team.
Oh, I know. Like, it's hard to trust them. Yeah. And I got to tell you, Mexico looked good in a lot of flashes. Dude, Bellingham scored 2 goals in like 2 minutes. You take that away and, like, you know what I mean? Like, I get it as part of the game. But
yeah,
I like where England's going. But with all that being stated, Norway have something. They got like this. They got the Norwegian Viking, man. Right? They got Thor.
He finds a way. In the world.
He finds a way. They're so stout defensively. They're so good technically. They're strong on the ball. They're just strong Norwegian dudes, right? They're strong on the ball. They're good on the set pieces. They're the second biggest team in the tournament after Bosnia were.
They know who they are.
They're going to be a battle for England. Like, that's going to be a battle. So I wouldn't be shocked if Norway win the game. And would it shock you, or if Belgium hit the wall? Can Belgium beat Spain?
I think they can. I also think they could get smoked because at some point it feels like Spain offensively have to wake up. But I think Belgium...
And Amadou Onana is out, Kevin, by the way. He tore his ACL last year.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
He tore his ACL. He's done for the tournament.
You could tell it was bad. So, like, now you're going to have to, start Doku again? I would imagine, if you're Belgium. I don't think you can just...
I'm not smart enough to try to get into Rudy Garcia's head, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
He's pushing all the right buttons, though, I got to tell you.
It'll be interesting to see...
Bad shot. He muffed it.
Someone score. I got a corner. I think I might still be like 5 seconds ahead of you. We're gonna work on this during the break. I still don't like being like a second ahead of you. We're gonna flip this a little bit.
All right, I'm gonna go back. I'm watching Fox. I'm gonna go back to my real feed. I was trying to be nice.
Oh, welcome back. In-game live. We are here on SportsGrid. Great to be with everybody. We are approaching halftime of Colombia and Switzerland. 42 minutes have been played so far. We're still scoreless. There have been a few chances, nothing outrageous, but to talk. Yeah.
I just want to throw that in, and it was 8.5 it closed at, and I did play. We talked about Colombia and their high shot volume. We pulled the trigger on the end game over 12.5 shots. Now, so not on target, but just overall 12.5 shots. Currently locked right now. They're up to 5. I'll get you the updated numbers. We bring Kyle in here, but Colombia with 5 shots, Switzerland with 2 shots, both of them on target, as Kevin said. Colombia have to watch out. Switzerland sort of strike out of nowhere.
Yeah, let's bring Kyle Bond of Sporting News here onto the show. Kyle, we appreciate you making some time to join us on SportsGrid. Give us an idea. What were you expecting from these two teams looking to book that final spot into the quarterfinal?
Yeah, well, I was expecting a little more offensive output than this. I know Colombia like to muck up the game. I know that's kind of how they play things. Most CONMEBOL teams try to, mess with the midfield and make life difficult for their opponents. I was expecting a little bit more than this, but I also didn't see, obviously none of us saw until about an hour before the lineups came out that Johan Manzambi would be out from this game, and that was a big loss for Switzerland. That kind of played into Colombia's hands a bit. I was really on Luis Diaz to score before this game. He had 14 shots in the last 3 games without finding the back of the net. So I really thought that he was due for a goal. His shot total was a little high coming into the game. You needed to get 5 shots from him to get even money, and I didn't like that. So I really was on him to find the back of the net, and just both teams haven't been as offensive as I'd like. So I think probably tackles and fouls are the way to play this game the rest of the way, unless you think that in the second half they'll both open up a little bit more, which I think could happen. If either side gets a goal here at any point, then the game itself should open up just by nature.
Kyle, from a geographical standpoint, a lot of people are like, oh, Colombia and Argentina would be a lot of fun, right, stylistically. But in your opinion, which team has a better chance against Argentina, Switzerland or Colombia in a potential matchup? And are you questioning Argentina at all a little bit now? Struggle with Cabo Verde. They had a pretty easy group. Let's be real here with Algeria, Austria, and Jordan. Struggle with Cabo Verde, struggle with Egypt today. We can, argue and talk all day long about the calls made in the game. But any concerns for you moving forward for Argentina, and who do you think matches up better with them, Switzerland or Colombia?
I'm very concerned about Argentina right now. 1 or 2 games really wouldn't do much for me, but we've now hit 3 games where Argentina's midfield has really struggled to keep the ball. This is a team that really likes to strangle the life out of the opponent. If you lose 2-0 or 3-0 to Argentina, you got blown out. Like, they don't rack up tons of goals on teams like a France does. So I am very concerned about them right now because they have not been able to do what they do best. And that, to me, is very concerning over what is, at the World Cup, a relatively long stretch of time now. I still think Colombia have a better chance against Argentina because they know how to play them. I'm pretty sure they beat them in World Cup qualifying. This is a team that played them very close in a very exciting Copa America final 2 years ago. I really think that Colombia just knows how to play against Argentina better.
Aren't intimidated by them like some countries are, Kyle, I would say, right? Yeah.
Exactly. And they just know how not to get strangled. And you add that in with the fact that Argentina hasn't been able to strangle any of their opponents over the last 3 games. I am very concerned about them.
I want to ask you, Kyle, going back to yesterday, the U.S., run of a lifetime into really an embarrassment on the pitch against Belgium, and what your biggest takeaway from obviously a very loud, 48, 72-hour stretch for this team in this tournament ultimately.
I've done a lot of postmortem on this game over the last 18 hours or so. And to me, the biggest takeaway is at first, I just naturally, as somebody who I'm very analytical, I like to take, large sample sizes, things like that. I wanted to talk about how this wasn't that big of a deal. And as I think about it more, it just is. This is a huge missed opportunity for the U.S. to really galvanize the country because, man, they just had it in their grasp to elevate the game in this country at a level we've never seen before. They didn't need to win the World Cup, guys. They just needed to show fans, casual fans who wanted to get into this, who needed to be shown that the payoff could be there in the future, that the U.S. is here to compete and has the capability of growth in the future. And yet with their most talented team ever, there is no question that this is the most talented team the U.S. has ever had. The result was the same as it's ever been. And it's just such a missed opportunity with all of these players in the primes of their career. There's going to be a lot of soul searching, I think, over the next 6 months to 12 months to figure out where they go from here.
And not to be fatalistic about it, because a lot of things can happen in 4 years, and the U.S. do have a lot of good young players, Kyle. But as you stated, you have a chance like that against the top European side on your home soil on a Monday night in Seattle. It ain't going to be any easier next year, Kyle, in 4 years, Kyle and Kevin, in Morocco, Spain, and Portugal, Kyle. You know what I mean? Like, if you can't beat Belgium here in Seattle, how are you going to beat a Portugal or a Belgium when you're playing them in Portugal and Spain next time?
Absolutely. And it just felt like everything was coming together, right? Like, for everybody, individually, as a collective, it was all coming together. You got a beatable opponent like Belgium. I think there's no question, even how the result went, that this team was beatable. Mauricio Pochettino got outcoached for all the good that he's done for this team, which is a ton in his 18 months, 2 years in charge. He got outcoached by Rudy Garcia, who packed the midfield and said, we're going to beat you in the middle of the pitch with athleticism. And that's exactly what happened. I mean, everything fell apart for them when it was all seemingly coming together.
It certainly did. Kyle, incredible insight. We really appreciate it. We're going to come
stuff.
right back here on SportsGrid, update you at the break now. Columbia and Switzerland. Thanks, Kyle. There are a lot of different discussions we can get into, but I really want to peel into the odds here because Gabe early in the game bet under 1.5 at plus 120, and we've done so many of these that I think he and I can kind of tell when a book is shifting to something. It's half. The draw is the favor at plus 125. Under 1.5 is minus 170. They're not telling you the game's going to be a scoreless draw, but they certainly don't think this thing's opening up here in the way some of these other games have.
I did it robotically almost, right? Like, honestly, if I would have looked at the number, Kevin, I would have been like, this is insane. What do you mean 1.5 already, 15 minutes into the game? What do you mean? And plus 120, right? Like, I just sort of saw it, and I was like, you know what? It's sort of like me betting it over in college football in-game, Kevin. You know you're going to do it, just do it now. So you get the better number now. Because I figured I'm going to, imagine me sitting here. Oh, I knew this would be scoreless. You know what I mean? Yeah. At this point, I really wouldn't be surprised if it was scoreless after 90. Let's dig into the numbers here. So as you stated, the draw suddenly becomes like very popular with the book here. I see a plus 130 for the tie right now.
Wow.
Under 1.5, minus 163 for me. What's a 0-0 final here? 0-0, let's just see.
What do you got to think? 250? I'm thinking
plus 240. That's pretty wild. The draw is plus 130, and the 0-0 is plus 240. We should know, both teams did get chances, though, right? Switzerland had a couple legitimate chances, 2 shots on target. I'm seeing the highlight right now. Hell of a save by the keeper. Yeah. And then conversely, Colombia did buzz around a bit, but let's be, honestly, Colombia was better in the first 15, and Switzerland were the better team in the second half of of the first half, in my opinion.
Colombia, Gabe, but you talked about this pretty early, I think, in the game. Colombia have had 20-plus shots in 3 straight matches. In Uzbekistan, they had 15. So this game's scoreless. I'm seeing 12.5 right now.
That's what I bet before.
They have 5 shots.
Yeah.
Is that the number you bet it at, or did you bet? Exactly. What number did you bet it at? Yeah,
I bet it at 12.5 earlier, so it's exactly what it is. So they're at 5 right now. They're having a hard time with Switzerland's midfield, right? Colombia like to cause chaos on offense. They like to be compact and stout defensively. Yeah. And they like to get sort of chaos going with their athletes up front, with Luis Diaz and these guys, and they're so good. And, they start crossing the ball into the box. They're very good passers. They got 3-4 guys that can actually finish out there, buzzing around in the box as well. They're having a hard time doing it. They did it in the game's first moment. You know what I mean? They got that's, know it, Kevin. You've been watching them. Colombian football. Blasted at the keeper, get the corner kick the corner kick quickly into the box. Fast, chaos. Like, they want to use their athleticism against Switzerland. Switzerland are more of that technical side. That's why it's such an intriguing, I don't know, maybe to a casual, they're like, oh, God, Switzerland, Colombia, who cares? It's scoreless. Oh, you know what I mean? To me, it's been a fascinating game. Like the chess match of this. And speaking of Diaz, 1 shot, 1 key pass, 18 touches for Diaz. 51% possession rate for Colombia. That's how even it is, 51-49. Dangerous attacks, 15-14. Attacks, 40-39, Kevin. We can't get any more evenly matched than it is. There's been 5 corner kicks, though, and there'll be more coming, Kevin. Let's take a look at that. I think that's where we look here.
Yeah, I don't mind the look, Gabe, but I'm really interested in Colombia's shots because let's think about this, Gabe. If Switzerland can steal one and somehow take a 1-0 lead,
then Colombia just start bombing away.
Shots. It's going to get crazy. I mean, it's going to get crazy.
And we should know, guys, teams dial up their shots as the game goes, like every team, right? Yeah. All these teams are always around 5-7 at the half, 4-7, and at the end, you're always like, oh, God, look, they're at 17. I should have taken that.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go for the 13 shots here, so 12.5, and then I'll climb a little bit. I was wondering if they would give me team shots like with extra time, just in case this game does go for a draw. And they've posted that sometimes, Gabe. They're not posting it for this game. It's like they kind of know,
Yeah.
Like, all right, like this thing's gonna end up one way or another. It's either gonna be 0-0 or 1-1. It's almost kind of the way they're seeing this game a little bit.
I don't like that. There's been a book. I'm not going to name them, but there's been a couple of games where they don't do the same options. It's like, guys, okay. Like, if you're doing the bet, take the bet.
Yeah.
And it was like in the same game parlays, I was adding like under 6.5 cards and stuff. And now they're like, no. You got to only do, there's no alt line with the cards suddenly. I'm like, well, why not? There is on the other games.
Yeah.
I mean, like, In-game live continues. Countdown to kickoff continues as well. Second half set to resume in about 2.5, 3 minutes time. 3 minutes and 9 seconds to be exact. So we've got a 0-0 game right now and a fascinating sort of chess match between two teams that are very stylistically different. And we just spoke with Kyle Bond from the Sporting News, and I asked him who matches up better with Argentina. And I get it that, Colombia and Argentina see each other a lot, and I would agree. Kevin, I don't know, you look at a team like Switzerland, and they're really good. But, a team like at least Colombia, I think would die on its sword against Argentina. And Switzerland remind me of like the Houston Texans or something that play like not to lose. Like, you know what I mean? Well, let's punt here. Like, sort of, it's like, at some point we need to sort of, we need to go for it, coach. Like, we need to, like, pull something out of a hat here and surprise the other team. We're too predictable. So, either way, though, I believe Argentina, I don't think Argentina runs into trouble until the semifinal. I think they can survive Switzerland or Colombia, and then they get the winner after that, the Norway-England winner. But I don't think Argentina is going to repeat, guys. But as far as the second half is concerned, we're already on over 8.5. We're on the under in the game. We clicked under 1.5 in game. I just clicked over 9.5 corner kicks. So I'm already on over 8.5. We got 5 here. Little extra edge. I believe that there's going to be, I think we get to like 11 here, Kevin. I think we get to at least 10, but I think we get like 11 corner kicks. Because there's going to be offensive pressure, bro, as this game goes on. Someone's going to be on their back foot, like panicked at some point.
That is the exact. I don't know if there's going to be goals. There's going to be moments. I'm not sure if these teams will finish, which is why the Colombia shots prop is, for me, the way to play this here now. And I did this, with Brazil back then with the shots on target. So all of a sudden, Gabe, we don't only have 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, and we just keep on climbing this thing up, and they just keep shooting from outer space, and we'll live with the results of it here. If they get to 13, we make money, but hopefully they can keep just kind of tacking on and on. The one thing I would say about a potential opponent for Argentina, the thing about Argentina that was jarring over the last few games now is the goals they're allowing. And if they are going to be susceptible on the back end, I actually think then Switzerland are more dangerous. Colombia, Argentina, Gabe, is going to be the way we talked about Mexico, Ecuador being booked.
I agree with you in that. But the question is, if, and Manzabi won't be able to play. Like, the guy's got, I think he's out for real. But if Switzerland said, we're going to play on the front foot and we're going to try to outscore Argentina. Because I do agree with you. You're right. Colombia would play on the back foot, bro. You know what they're going to do.
Yeah.
They're going to play on the back foot.
The game will be
shut it down. They're going to end up giving up
a
penalty kick in the 80th minute and something. And, Messi wins 1-0. Yeah, exactly.
Hold on a second. If they get another penalty kick, does he have to still take it? Honestly.
Actually, that's a great... I was nearly going to tweet it today, and I love people call me an idiot because I said that Egypt got robbed, and then every former soccer player and expert in the world said Egypt got robbed today after, Kevin. So I said, do Jamie Carragher now, too, that you call me an idiot, right? I said to someone. So, but I came this close to saying, maybe Lautaro Martinez should be taking the penalty kicks from now on. He's not a good penalty kicker. It's proven. And the thing is, Kevin, you believe he did the same damn shot he missed the first time. Like, the goalie was like, I can't believe you did that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he was just like, he was like, you're going to do the same thing, aren't you? Messi looks rattled. He's uncomfortable up there. It's crazy. It's not a criticism of him. Not everybody's made for penalty shots. It's not his strength. It's not his strength. He's older. He's not getting power on the ball, right? To me, Kevin, I'd be like, hey, Martinez, get up there and just blast it. It's your ball.
It's the only... You've tweeted the video out, I feel like, a few times, almost kind of to tell people, I can't believe we're getting this run from him. One of the reasons Messi retired from the Argentinian national team is he kept missing penalties. Like, they'd be in penalty shootouts to, win the Gold Cup, and he would miss, and it's like, okay, you know what, I can't do this anymore. Like, he's not good at them. He's not good at them. It just is what it is. I understand he's Messi, but he's got every record. Like, him taking penalties isn't about records anymore. Like, he's got them all.
I can't see them not doing it, though. I can't see them unless Messi gets it.
Good point.
And privately tells the manager, he tells him, you know what? I'm not the guy for this. Not the guy for this. I'm the leader of the team. I'll score. I'll do everything. I'm not the guy for that. And and it's not like the German guys that were cowards, Kevin, right? That was cowardly of those guys on Germany that refused to take the shot. And then Buddy had to take the shot to never taking a penalty kick before.
18-year-old.
Yeah. And he said, I'll do it. And he never done it before. They have a choice. Messi's not a coward. He'll do it. But I also think that he is such a winner that maybe that's not out of the question. That he says to them, listen, I won't be offended. Go with someone else. Go with who you think, because it's not my thing.
But you know what I just realized, Gabe, as we're having this conversation? You're right. He'll say that, and every single player on the team will go, no.
No. Yeah, you're
not
right.
doing that.
Yeah. Everyone's going to go, I'm not taking it. You want to be the guy that took it instead of Messi?
Yeah. Not only do you have to be that guy, but also they all love him too much. Like, listen, Leo, we'd rather lose with you taking it than, Martinez or Fernandez or McAllister step up and have the moment.
But it was almost not like that Portugal moment, right, where everyone loved Ronaldo and he got the penalty kick in Croatia, and then everyone after, when they're out, Kevin, everyone was saying the same thing that you and I said before. He should be coming off the bench. You can't build your team around him. Can't build your offense around him. We saw what happened when Ramos came in, running around like crazy right away. You know what I mean? Like, and Switzerland with a ball. Kevin, I thought that was going in.
What's he doing?
I thought it was going in.
No.
I was like, oh, damn, mid-set, and I was like, oh, God, Switzerland are about to score here. Let's see.
There's no one. Why is he on the floor?
He slipped.
There's no one around him.
He slipped.
Oh, God.
Look at the Swiss bench. They're like you. They all put their hands like on their face. I love that soccer. The players, their teammates, and the coaches don't hide their disappointment when someone misses or screws up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, no, you don't show your teammate up. No, everyone's like, oh, God, like, come on. It's true. Like, Jesse Marsh was like to Jonathan David, like giving him like, really? And like, same thing, like all the Swiss coaches all like put their hands, like, shook their head, like, how do you miss that? Like,
that's crazy. Oh,
he slipped.
Crazy, man. There was no one.
I don't see how
him.
This pace here, Switzerland all over in the start again, Kevin. I don't see how. I said 0-0, but I don't see how we're going to be able to go like 40 minutes. Oh boy.
This is what Switzerland do.
Oh boy! Look
penalty,
at that!
Penalty!
Oh, look at that! Oh, look at that! Oh.
This is getting crazy now.
Ref says play on. Ref says play on.
Oh, that's your guy. That's your. Of course he says.
It is. It's the El Salvadorian. I love this guy.
I hate this guy.
I bet under 3.5 cards. Been 0 cards called so far.
No wonder.
I like this guy. He's like, no.
VAR.
No VAR. Look at him. VAR. I like he's telling him to shut up now. He's like, hey, listen.
Yeah.
He's telling the guy in Switzerland, no.
Like, like the old baseball umpires, Gabe, who would get calls and they'd ignore him from the booth? Like, in his earpiece, they're like, hey, VAR. He's like, I can't hear you. It's not working.
Yeah,
sorry.
I know.
Move on. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
I like, though, this El Salvadorian ref that not only does, like, he give not the call, but, like, he chirps the player when he tells you about it.
Yes.
He's like, hey, and he'll be like, this is why you did this, your shoulder. Nope.
Yeah.
Like.
He laughs at guys who ask for fouls. He laughs at them straight up. He's like, come on, that's not a foul.
He was the guy Kevin got into with the Paraguayan goalkeeper. Remember, he told him, get the F up. He told him, get up. He told him, get up.
Oh, this guy's killing me. We'll be right back. Oh.
Yeah.
The older players in the WNBA going, hey, man, we were here when they were paying us nothing. We were here when we had to go overseas to make a paycheck. You're walking in here, you don't realize how easy you have it. So there is some of that too. But yeah, Jordan got beaten up. Magic got beaten up. Bird got beaten up. Kareem got beaten up. You know, Wemby is getting beaten up, by the way.
Outspoken with Dan Cilio. Only on SportsGrid.
This is the third time he's been medically checked. Even the refs coming over. He's like, dude, like come on. Like after every sort of play in front of the net, the kind of goal he's done.
Yeah.
He's
stop jumping.
He's on the turf, like you said, like he's like driving off the top rope. Look at him here again. I give him credit. He's freaking fearless.
In-game live, only on SportsGrid.
Pitching has been really good in their bullpen too. So Chris Getz, their general manager, credit to him. This guy was getting pounded a couple of years ago for decisions and everything like that, but man, it is seemingly working out. The fans, by the way, all of a sudden are pouring in there. Their attendance is on the rise too. So a great sign that the White Sox are in this thing. Now, long term, I don't know. Like, is this a postseason team? Is it a deep postseason team?
Pro Baseball Today, only on SportsGrid.
Class is in session. Today, let's talk about the teaser. A teaser is a multi-leg bet where you shift the point spread in your favor. You get better numbers, but every selection has to win. It doesn't matter what you bet if you don't have the insights. Tune into SportsGrid and get ahead of the class.
All right, back at the guys right here on SportsGrid. Kevin Walsh, Gabriel Morency. We've got a huge opportunity for Switzerland. Very dangerous area for a free kick game. I'll tell you what, if it was Malik Tillman, we'd know it'd be going in. What a beast. What a beast.
Oh. Once again, I thought it was in when it hit the net, Kevin. I was like, is that in? I'm like, is that in? Or like, oh boy, hit the side of the net. I think we have a corner here. No.
Yeah, I think it hit Rodriguez. Did it not?
I thought it did, but it didn't. I think it went over his head. But I don't know. We got screwed in the corner last night. Did we? No, it's a goal kick.
No, I'm saying you almost got it, though. The Woodwork penalty.
Yeah, we haven't had it yet tonight. It
Which is
didn't
now
hit in the U.S. game last night. Just for the record,
Yeah, but
I
it
thought
hit in the Argentina
Berhalter.
game.
Yeah, it did. It did. But I cashed it. But last night, though, I was fooled. I thought that the ball hit the post with Berhalter when we were watching it.
But it didn't?
No.
I thought it was like obvious.
No, me too. And I thought I got robbed, so I actually I watched it over
You went
and
back
over.
And watched it?
Yeah, and it just freaking curled.
Oh, okay.
It hit the side of the net somehow. You know what I mean? It was one of those it curled. It had a weird. It was a steamer, but it moved directions. That's why I was like, yeah, it moved. What are you talking about? Did it hit the post? I'm like, because someone said, oh, I looked at my book. I'm like, I didn't win. What do you mean I didn't win? And I'm like, it hit the post. And I watched it over, and I'm like, it really did it. It kind of hit the side of the net type of thing. It was like a millimeter from the post, but they've been right with it, and they know FIFA has the sensors and all that. They know when it hit the post or not.
Yeah, no.
Although they screwed us on that corner last night.
That was brutal. And it's not like, but it's only one corner. Yeah, but corners kind of
one corner lead to another corner oftentimes. Yeah. Exactly. We needed two. We got screwed for one, and we were one away after. Would have been a corner that could have led to another corner. We would have won. That was criminal.
That was a tough swing.
I've been screwed a few times like that, but that's where the match fixing comes in, actually, guys. And if you wanted the real story with the syndicates in Singapore and Hong Kong and stuff, the biggest match fixer in the world, he doesn't do it anymore. He actually came clean, did the 60 minutes India interview or whatever, China, Hong Kong or whatever. And he basically said people are dumb and naive. And he goes, and he Kevin, we're talking about heavy hitters. This guy was taking $50 million bets and stuff on games. This, world global, match fixers type thing. And he goes, people think that we get to players and stuff. And he goes, number one, it's too obvious. He goes, you'll get caught. Right. Yeah. And then he basically said, why control one player on a field when he can control a complete federation? And he kind of smiled. And he basically said, they can control rosters. They can control who the referees are. And then he went on and he goes, there's a lot of other little ways. And he started talking about the cards and the props and stuff, Kevin. Started saying, he goes, no one notices. He goes, it's not that hard to convince the referee to give a yellow card or not. It doesn't affect the game. And he goes, we're not telling him if you're a ref, Kevin. Yeah, dude, just give a yellow at one point to this guy. That's all we're asking.
Right.
We're not asking you to taint the game. Be a little bit, whistle happy with the yellows early in the game. All right? Or keep the whistle in your pocket, ref. We're going hard on the under 3.5 cards here. Keep the whistle in the pocket. We're not telling you who to decide to win the game. Just, we're betting the under cards here, Or corners, Kevin, because that's decided by somebody, right? Oh, that's a corner or not. You get to the guy, the box score guy. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But I ultimately err on the side of things are not fixed. France, Paraguay.
The games are not fixed, but there are little games going on here, in this World Cup. I guarantee you. We're naive to believe that somebody on Cabo Verde or some country didn't have a little action in on something. You know what I mean? It wasn't told, listen, dude, I'm not asking you to do anything besides get a yellow card.
I don't know how your feed was, Gabe, for France, Paraguay, but if U.S. commentators or English commentators, the disbelief at the lack of cards or fouls on Paraguay were so, they were I don't know what's going on. That might be a red. They didn't call anything. And it was like that for 25 minutes.
That could be yeah, you never know.
It was
right?
weird. It
Ref
was
could
weird.
say, yeah, I'm going to let it go.
Yeah, it was a weird one.
I don't know about,
Columbia are
like,
pissing me off.
Yeah, well, Columbia are getting a little bit overwhelmed here in the second half. They
The
basically
Swiss keeper's getting a little crazy, though, right? He looks like he wants to be the
coming out.
striker.
Yeah. I know he's coming out of the box a lot. This guy. He didn't learn a lesson from Freeze last night, evidently, but he's not Freeze.
Well, that's
Like you said, Kevin, there's been a few times like he's nearly in midfield. Like, you know what I mean? He's coming like way out.
I don't know what he's doing.
It's almost like Switzerland are getting mad now. And I talk about Switzerland showing a killer instinct, and I think they're really good. These guys. I just said, like, you know, they're showing a killer instinct right now, Kevin. Like, they're playing on their front foot. They're playing like a team that thinks we're better than the team in yellow. We're going to score. Like, we're not playing for 90 minutes. We're going to score. We're better than them.
100%.
And, my boy pulled a yellow card out for the first time.
I think it might be the second time, Gabe. I think he snuck one by you.
No, did he? Yeah, that was a pretty bad. That was a pretty blatant card. I can't dispute that.
You know what? We're not that far off, like, live for the shots prop, despite the fact we haven't had one.
No, that's the first card. No, that's the first card. That's the first card.
Is it? Okay. All right. No, I hope so.
No.
I hope so.
It's the second. It just got under. It's the second. I got under 3.5.
There you go.
You know what's ironic, too? It's Switzerland to get the cards. You figure Colombia are the chippier ones. Right? Switzerland have done this before. It surprised me. I said earlier they're not a chippy team, but whatever. You get an emotional game. Buddy tackled them pretty good there. That was like almost a dangerous play he did. Like,
it's like they know they should be winning, and it's bothering them. Like, we should be beating this team. You kind of
said. Yeah, you can sense that, too. You can sense their sort of frustration. Like, their goalie's coming up. They're almost like, it's almost like there's 10 minutes left to them, and they want to score.
Yep.
But they got to be careful. Here come Colombia.
Just shoot it.
The shot got blocked. There's a shot. It's a bad shot, but it's a shot, Kevin.
Hey, all shots are shots, baby.
It's a shot. That's their first shot of the half, though.
Colombia, one shot in Colombia are like, they celebrate like it's a goal. I don't understand this.
Now Luis Suarez got a yellow card for mouthing off. Oh.
The older players in the WNBA going, hey, man, we were here when they were paying us nothing. We were here when we had to go overseas to make a paycheck. You're walking in here, you don't realize how easy you have it. So there is some of that too. But yeah, Jordan got beaten up. Magic got beaten up. Bird got beaten up. Kareem got beaten up. You know, Wemby is getting beaten up, by the way.
Outspoken with Dan Cilio. Only on SportsGrid.
This is the third time he's been medically checked. Even the ref's coming over. He's like, dude, like come on. Like after every sort of play in front of the net, the kind of goal he's done. He's
stop jumping.
He's on the turf, like we said, like he's like driving off the top rope. Look at him here again. I give him credit. He's freaking fearless.
In-game live, only on SportsGrid.
Pitching has been really good in their bullpen too. So Chris Getz, their general manager, credit to him. This guy was getting pounded a couple of years ago for decisions and everything like that, but man, it is seemingly working out. The fans, by the way, all of a sudden are pouring in there. Their attendance is on the rise too. So a great sign that the White Sox are in this thing. Now, long term, I don't know. Like, is this a postseason team? Is it a deep postseason team?
Pro Baseball Today, only on SportsGrid.
Class is in session. Today, let's talk about the teaser. A teaser is a multi-leg bet where you shift the point spread in your favor. You get better numbers, but every selection has to win. It doesn't matter what you bet if you don't have the insights. Tune into SportsGrid and get ahead of the class.
we've done a lot of games. This might be the weirdest one we've done. It's like nobody can really compete.
Oh!
Here we go.
Oh!
What is that?
Oh!
That better have taken a deflection.
Yeah, at least give us a damn corner out of this. We need a corner. We're getting another shot.
Couldn't have missed
we
that
got a
badly.
shot.
He could have
We got
not missed that
another shot.
badly.
Here's Suarez right in the box. Right. Oh my God, Kevin.
Are these guys?
Dude, like I wouldn't have missed by that much. He was literally like, look at his teammates. They're all the same. They're like, what the hell did you just do?
There's no one in front of him.
Oh my God. Look at the replay, guys, of it's nothing but net in front of him. There's this little black spot that there's a goalie and there's nothing but the right side of the net open. He sails it like a field goal kicker 8 feet wide.
Don't understand what's going on. There's no one.
Oh.
There are 2 misses in this game. Like
it was a card fest during a commercial break, guys. Sorry. Yeah, everyone's mouthing on. Diaz, great job by it was Suarez. Sorry.
Yeah.
Suarez just missed the kick, and for whatever reason, he grabbed the Switzerland's goalie and spun his arm around and stuff. Like, what are you doing? Like, why would you do that? Like these South American teams, they can't help themselves, Kevin. They can't help themselves.
This official now does have a bit of a rhythm, Gabe.
Oh, now he's mad though. Now he's pissed off and he's giving cards now. Like everyone's pissed him off now.
One of these games, he gets angry and starts flipping cards around. Like it's like he lets him play for 50 minutes uninterrupted.
Yeah.
And then he's like, all right,
time
for me to pull
point.
this thing back in. Card. It's like, what?
He doesn't tolerate crap, this guy. Like, that was a stupid thing that Colombia did. And now you're on a yellow because of it, dude. So I hope you're happy. And now it's good. You know, like you said, Kevin, it's a good game. It's a weird flow. Like, it sort of goes in waves. Like, Switzerland and then Colombia sort of push back a little bit. And all we need to know here, guys, about the stats, time of possession, Switzerland, 51%. Colombia, 49%. The kids. How about this for a toss at midfield?
Oh my gosh,
62-61. Oh no!
Look at this.
Are they saying you elbowed him in the head?
Yeah, listen. I don't know the rules. I feel
no, they're playing on. They're playing on. This ref doesn't mind elbows in the head. He just doesn't tolerate sort of shenanigans. It's true. You could kill someone and he doesn't care. Like, but you piss him off with something dumb, like he's gonna get you.
That is amazing.
If I'm Switzerland, I'm getting a little tired of this El Salvadorian guy, to be honest. Like, if I was Switzerland, I'd be like, listen, your little play-on attitude is, like, going too far. We're getting killed out here, and you're doing nothing about it. Like, Buddy just took a serious elbow to the head here, and nothing.
I didn't think he was going to even give the foul at first. I really didn't. I didn't think he was going to bother.
No, he was just doing it to give him the ball. I mean, that's his take.
Yeah.
He's like, whatever. I can see you get the ball. Here's the ball.
Mm-hmm.
I like the ref. I bring it on the players. Like, if you piss him off, he's going to call it. But it is what it is.
Right.
It just exploded. It went from no cards, right away to 3. So, guaranteed there's going to be more. I should check the end game now. It's probably 5.5 now. But what do you think happens now?
But
we're not at the hydration break yet either.
You know how he is, Gabe. I hate to say it, he's going to calm down, and then he might flip like 2 more in extra time type of deal. You know? Like, and when I mean extra time, I don't mean like if this game's tied. I mean like, it's 90 plus 3 type of deal.
That's when the cards come to. He's hot-headed. He's hot. And even every team. Same thing with the Egypt game today. There was 1 million cards in the last 10 minutes. Egypt knew they were getting screwed. They just lost it. You saw one of their coach nearly attacked the ref. He had to be held back. Yeah. Switzerland are going down. I don't know. Like, here's Mbolo.
It's Mbolo.
And I look at the ref, Kevin. He's like, you better be hurt. Like, he's telling him right now, or you got to get up. Like, he's right away on him.
No, he really is.
He's looking at him.
He really is.
And Mbolo's gets up suddenly. Look, suddenly he's fine. Look, suddenly he's fine. The ref's like,
this is incredible, man.
What's Mbolo mouthing off to? Who's he yelling at now?
I don't know.
I like this, though. He's yelling at one of his teammates. I think he's yelling at the coaches or his teammates.
No, this game's a mess.
Yeah,
This
turning
game is
into
a mess.
this is what Columbia wanted, though, Kevin. Falling all over the place, tripping, rough. Like, this is what Columbia wants. Yeah, he's yelling at the ref on ball. He's going at the ref. I told you Switzerland would get tired of getting tripped.
Minus 120, half a goal.
It's a fun game.
All right, guys, back right here on SportsGrid. This hydration break has been over. Like, you could do the substitutions during this thing. I'm sure none of the time will be added back on as well, which is just totally ridiculous. We're at minus 106 for there to be a goal. I don't know.
That plus money under 1.5 I took was looking better right now.
Minus 650 under 1.5. I don't know. It feels like there's a goal in this game. It does, but I don't know if chaos means that there's going to actually be quality. Like, you got to finish. You know, Columbia on the offensive side look ridiculous.
Let's be real. Both teams here in the second half have had goals that should, have had chances. Buddy on Switzerland slipped, and put it over the net somehow, whatever. It was a weak attempt, whatever. And then who was it? It was Suarez, literally point-blank range. I mean, the guy was in a six-foot box and in front of the net. Somehow he missed the net. I mean, both these teams are going to be haunted by this. Is this a miracle? No, I was going to say, do we have a corner? No. Okay, it's a free kick. Sorry. Yeah. Corners have hit the wall here. We haven't had a corner kick in a while.
Because Columbia seems to be the only one who can generate them, and Columbia's attack has just been so anemic to me. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? It could come back to haunt them. Oh, great. Now we have a collision. They're both going to go down forever.
Gosh, yes.
Look at this. This is turning into
but what is
Columbia, Kevin?
What is he?
I hate to say this. Columbia are playing for a draw here now. Let's call it our footers. They're not even trying.
That's why
they're playing for a draw. At least so it's almost like the football gods are gonna Buddy on Switzerland just got smoked again. Mbolo, he's going to snap. Look at the goalie just came out and smoked him, Kevin.
Oh, that's actually a really nasty hit.
Yeah.
And I think they're going to call offsides. Like the keeper's laying down like, oh, I'm sorry you need someone in the back of the head.
Look at Mbolo now. He's had enough. He's had enough. He's in the ref. He's telling the ref, okay. He's a little talk with him. He's got his arm around him here. He's like, all right, listen. I've been hit. And I'm looking at Mbolo. He's a big dude here. Like, he's not diving either, Kevin. Like, he's literally getting murdered. The goalie just smoked him in the back. Like,
come on. Why is the keeper laying down?
Nice sportsmanship here, though. Look, they're all right. Nice sportsmanship. Good job, guys. They're playing hard. I love games like this, Kevin. This is just just such a battle. But I don't know. I almost feel like the football gods are going to reward Switzerland more than Colombia, the way that Colombia are playing right now on their back foot.
I don't disagree. I also think, Colombia grabbing an inch of momentum and, turning it into something wouldn't surprise me because they've done it before, right? They've found late goals, but they're usually just more aggressive.
Look again, the goalie, Kevin. This guy's living dangerously,
This
man.
guy's nuts. This guy's
nuts. It's gonna haunt. That nearly got him there. Like he was 1 or 2 feet away from being in real trouble. He's got to stay. Oh, God!
Oh my God! He passed it to him. I've never seen that in my life.
Just kick the ball, bro. Well, it's offside anyways. Like, even though,
This is a tough watch.
Maybe switch. Well, because you bet both teams to score too, right? That's so it's tainting.
But even the shots,
I know.
Not even.
Oh, we're stuck
I'm
at
not saying
7.
it's boring. I'm not saying it's boring.
You're right. It's a tough watch, but from a betting perspective, I don't know if we can get 6. Are we going to get 6 more shots? Colombia never had the ball. Well, it's 51-49. We shouldn't say they don't have the ball, but they have. It's gone in waves. There's been these little 10, 15 more minute runs of both teams. Switzerland, you know what I mean? Like Colombia, like you said, I don't disagree. Like Colombia are playing for a draw right now. And you play for a draw. There's still a lot of time left in this game. It's a dangerous way to live if you're Colombia.
And this is why I talked about if you're Argentina next round and you see this Colombian team and you score first against them, I don't know what they're going to do. I do not know what Colombia will do in a match down 1-0.
Yeah, but they have skill up front with Suarez and Diaz. Like, what the hell's going on? Like that's the thing that makes them good. And Martinez, they got 3. Like Rodriguez, they got 3. Rodriguez, they got 3 big dudes. I know he's older, but that's the whole thing. They've just missed their chances when they've got him tonight, and they're not taking advantage of it. Right? They've had a few chances and they pass too much. Like they're not shooting tonight. And oh boy.
Come on.
Oh, boy.
Come on.
Boy. Oh,
Come
boy.
on.
Oh, boy. Oh. Both goalies are living dangerously coming out of their box.
Oh, this is a disaster. This is a disaster, man.
And there's been so many fouls and guys lying on the pitch that the time is just ticking away.
Yeah. This is rough. This is rough. Colombia... It's like, Gabe, they don't understand that most teams try to, set up an attack. You know what I mean? A couple of passes between the center backs, push it forward. They're just like, go, go, go. And it's like, this is ridiculous.
There's not, I'll put it that, I think the good way of putting it, there's not a lot of technical skill to their game. Let's just call it off what it is. This is very Ecuador looking where it's just they're kind of stuck here right now. But as you see, Switzerland are starting, the possession is still 51-49 now, but I don't know how. I mean, it's got to be wrong. It's got to be wrong because the momentum is definitely switched here. Look at just the way Colombia, literally, Kevin, the definition of back foot, they're running backwards. They haven't
Colombia
pursued,
have
you said, there's been no passes.
Yeah.
How many passes have they completed in this? Half. None. Like they haven't done anything. They kick the ball down, they run down the field, and they sort of kick it out of bounds.
Yeah.
And they're offside. Like there's no flow to their offense at all. No flow at all.
No. Like
they wanted chaos. They got chaos, but they're not taking advantage of the chaos.
You're allowed to progressively move the ball up the pitch.
That's what good teams
They're like,
do.
Yeah.
Well, look what they just did here, Kevin. They tried a long ball in the midfield here, and they lose possession.
Guys,
like, you see what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
He's like trying to take on 4-on-1 at midfield. Like, it's one thing if you're like in the box, maybe he's at midfield. He's literally at the kickoff circle.
Oh, boy. Switzerland buzzing.
Yeah,
we got to get a corner, Kevin. How the hell is he going to get a corner kick? I never seen anything like this. The ball, like, guys, like.
I honestly don't know what I'm watching.
Look, this ref doesn't care now either. He's like, get up. He's just like, I'm not calling anything.
He's probably like, I can't believe I've got another like 50 minutes of these teams.
I was just thinking the same thing, that he's not going to add a lot of extra time to this because he knows, dude, we're going to another 30 minutes anyways. I know what you two are doing, right? So I could see him just like, nah, I'm adding 5 minutes, 4 minutes here. I'm just praying that he keeps the yellow card in the pocket. Like I've won a few times, like where I backdoored this.
You have. There's no guarantee they come. I wouldn't be rushing to bet cards.
The corners, though, we're still stuck at 5.
How many do you need? 8?
8.5.
8.5.
All right, hey, back off. Dude, chill out. No cards. Man, I'm ballos. You got to chill. Like, now he's got, like, you see this? I'm like, man. Like,
he's asking for a card.
I know. Like,
okay, now the ref is time wasting. I know. I've never seen it before in my life.
Now the ref's like, all right.
Wasting. He just made them move the ball over like an inch.
Yeah.
He's like, no, it's not there. It's here.
No,
like,
but now he's almost like the teacher in school again. He's getting mad again. He's like, all right, listen. Like, come with me. Like, both of you, come with me. I'm putting the ball over here.
Like over his hand.
And Ballo's lucky.
All right, we're back with you right here on SportsGrid, where
some late subs here. Some late subs. Suarez is out.
All right. Yeah, not a moment too soon.
Rios and Hernandez are in. Corner, finally. Switzerland with a corner. 4-2, up to 6 right now.
I can almost guarantee you that this will lead to a Colombia fast break that amounts to nothing. I can guarantee it. That is exactly what we are going to see.
Going into the 83rd minute, guys, getting real right now. Like, this is that 0-0 plus 240 was dangling on the board. And Kevin is correct.
Hey, guys, like, we've been watching this match.
That was a nice pass. No, that's an
Yeah.
Oh, that's some nice movement there. Where's that? Oh, God, where's the... God, you got to be quicker to the ball. And it's offside. Offside.
So for everyone out there who at some point have said, I don't know soccer, okay, either I'm the smartest man alive, or these teams have now played the most I can't believe I'm losing every bet in this game, but I finally have figured the game out. The problem is there's no way to bet it. Like, a lot of the markets are all skewed to, like, if you can see something like this coming, there's nothing you can do.
I'm ready to readjust here. I'm ready to readjust. If we just got to get through the next 10 minutes, and I don't think anyone's scoring in the next 30 minutes after that, Kevin. I think we're going to penalty kicks.
What are you going to get for that?
Feels like a penalty kick game. Let's see if we can find something right now. Game to be decided. PKs, I'm sure it is. No, not yet.
I cannot get the shots including.
Here we go.
And I should have left it if I wasn't going to be able to get that number.
Switzerland are plus 350 to win in penalties right now, and Colombia are plus 333 to win in penalties right now.
So you'll get plus money for there to be penalties. That would mean, right?
Oh yeah, you know what? The zero. It'll be like over under 0.5 goals in the first in extra time type deal. It's usually like minus 110, minus 120 type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this one they'll make a little bit more minus money because of the way the game is going. But
right.
I'm just frustrated by the shot stuff too.
Yeah, I think Colombia have looked.
7 shots, Colombia. How do you expect to win like this?
Guys, they've had 2 shots in the half. 2.
Like, Switzerland have 5, but Switzerland are being more aggressive on offense. Like,
but
they're
I think
trying.
Switzerland had 2 at the break, maybe, Gabe?
Yeah.
But also, like, Colombia are the favorites. Colombia are better defensively. Like,
but you see it, Kevin. Colombia don't do anything. They get the ball. They lose the ball right away. They kick the ball down the field, whatever. It's very sloppy for Colombia, but at least like Switzerland are moving and advancing the ball down the field. Colombia just tackle them and triple them, and the ref doesn't care, right? And Colombia know it, so they're just like, whatever. They're like, just tackle the guy, trip him, and the ref's not going to call it. Like,
and you also,
I gotta tell you, there's been a lot of wasted time in the second half. What's going on now? They're all drinking water here.
No, this is what's going to bother me. Is everyone's doing substitutions to set up for extra time. But it's taking forever. But basically, because everybody involved is like, we're going to extra time, I feel like the added time is going to be a joke. It feels like it's going to be about 4 minutes. 3 for hydration and a minute tagged on.
Well, it depends, actually. No, I don't really hope so because I need corner kicks. So I don't even know what I need. This game, Kevin, I'm like you. I'm all just like, I don't even know. And it's funny because I read this game properly. I was on the under. You know, we're on the under. We're on the under 1.5 here. But at the same point in time, there's a lot of props that are sort of not going my way. We're losing the quarters. The cards I'm hanging on for dear life right now with 3 cards. So that's why I just want to get this game over with, and I hope no one does anything stupid in the next 7 minutes.
Yeah. But we at the break, I didn't say, oh, like, you're definitely going to open it up and get goals. But I thought there were going to be moments. And it's not been played at a slow pace, but that's actually hurt us. Because nobody's played controlled. It's just been, it's been very sloppy, very chaotic.
it's a stalemate.
Yeah. They look awful. I don't think
And
that's
put it this way.
unfair to say. They
For
both look
people-
terrible.
No, if I'm Argentina, I'm not, I think I'm not freaking out despite their flaws. But for people that say, oh, it's ridiculous, the World Cup games are decided by penalty kicks, it's games like this that is the reason why.
Yeah, I actually can't believe that there are people still silly enough to say stuff like that.
They could play hours, guys, like as you see here. Like it's getting to the point where like Colombia aren't even trying to score. It's almost like a hockey game. And people can say it's a soccer thing. NHL teams do the same damn thing. We see it all the time in the playoffs. Last 7 minutes, nobody tries anymore. Ref's not having it.
But can I just say quickly?
Colombia are looking for a penalty kick, and ref's like, no,
it's never coming, ever. People who are like, oh, it's I can't believe we decide games on penalties. Guys, the sport ends in a tie all the time. Shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. Oh, I can't believe we would end it that way. Why? Do you understand it's not normal that the game's still going on? Like, you're just, please, if you don't like the sport, stop talking about it. I'm kind of like...
Do people realize how many miles these players run a game?
Yes.
Like, yeah, we're going to run like a marathon 3 times a week? Like, it's ridiculous.
Be out there forever. Be out there forever.
Penalty kicks are actually exciting, right? I mean, they are.
Yes.
Whether you like them or not, it's exciting.
It's really tense. It's like...
And
also,
it's been this way, too. They instituted penalties in 1978. So this isn't new, guys, right? It's not like, Johnny come latelys. Oh, the penalty kicks. It's like they've been doing just fine with the penalty kicks since 1978. And there's a reason why they went to it.
Yep.
Games would go on forever. Players were collapsing. Like, it was pointless.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And also, like, I know you can say, oh, depth and stuff, and all the players are gone if you want to really stay out there for a golden goal for 4 hours. It's not hockey either. Well, they do it in hockey. Someone's going to score in hockey. Hockey's not soccer. Right? There's a bunch of goals in hockey. There's not a bunch of goals in soccer games.
Yeah.
It's not the same comparison.
Hockey totals are 5.5. These games are 2.5. It's a big
sometimes difference. 2. This went to 1.5 after 10 minutes.
Back on SportsGrid, extra time in this match has been inevitable for about 30 minutes. I try and pop in, listen to commentary, and listen, I know sometimes they try and, when you're calling a game, you want to be polite to the game. I get that. But they're like, we got to give credit where it's due to these defenses. No, you don't. I don't think
it's been a
either
bad second half.
These defenses have not been good at all.
The first half was good, Kevin. Like, the first half was entertaining, and it was sort of back and forth. It was a tug of war. And, guys, I mean, we talked about it. I mean, Colombia had 5 shots in the first half. They have 7 right now. They've had 2. Like, they had 5 in the first. They've had 2. Switzerland have been more active in the second. But it's, like Kevin said earlier, Switzerland don't have sustained pressure. They kind of strike out of nowhere. And they have come close to a couple of balls here. Here's another corner kick. Colombia are playing with fire in the game's final minutes right now. Like Kevin and I stated, the ref is running out of patience and knows you guys are going to extra time anyway. So I'm not going to give you 9 minutes here. So he gave him 5 minutes, saying there's 3 minutes hydration. So he added to 2 minutes, which I think is fair. Look at him now, Kevin. I love what his eyes. He's like, he's telling him, I'm watching you. Look what he just said in the box. He's too good, this ref, even though I'm stressing out.
It's funny, but because I'm losing money, I'm not finding it funny.
I know. I need more corner kicks.
He's time wasting, Gabe.
He does affect the games moving forward. Yes. You're right. He lets everything go. It's very violent with his game, so there's hurt guys. It takes time. He doesn't have time after. Yeah. Kevin, you were right, too. He kills time on his own by talking to the players a lot. Like, he'll take the ball and, like, walk around and start lecturing everybody.
Yep.
All right, we're a minute away here.
Yeah. So, because, Gabe,
I'm
we're not
stressing out this Cards big
time.
That's what I'm watching here, Kevin. I'm just like, please don't tackle anybody. Just everybody just get to extra time here. And referee, El Salvador, blow the whistle. Like, just get to extra time.
Do you want to let people know, though, Gabe, what you plan on betting if we do get to extra time?
Gosh, I'm going to say that we go to penalty kicks. I'm going to bet under goals in extra time.
Okay. Yeah, I don't blame you. Now I'm. This is all crazy to me.
Who do you think wins, though? I don't know. Part of me thinks that the football gods are going to, like, punish Colombia.
I agree.
And say, you know what, you guys didn't even try to win. But the crowd is all Colombian, and these European sides seem to falter a lot in these penalty kicks. And also,
he just blew
Zabi's
it right
not playing.
He just wasted. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
He didn't go 5
minutes.
He just said. He just said.
He's wasting time. He himself is wasting time. I've never seen anything like it.
It stayed under 3.5 cards somehow.
Happy for you. Here's my thought is I think sometimes, like, the narratives are just going to keep rolling, and the idea Argentina have played nobody is stronger if they play Switzerland. I'm not saying it'll be a fair narrative, but to me, that's kind of the way it just feels like this is going to go. Like, Argentina are going to show up in a semifinal having played Jordan, Cape Verde, Egypt, Austria, Algeria. So, like, how is this team here? Kind of deal.
So here are the odds. Here are the odds, because me and Kevin are going to be tapping out. But we're going to be with you tomorrow night for 3 hours. See, there's no World Cup soccer tomorrow. We're going to fill the void for you. We're going to return to the baseball world, take a look at the futures, UFC, big card with Conor McGregor coming back this week. A lot of stuff on the betting radar. Take a look at the Golden Boot and all the World Cup futures. But Switzerland are minus 105 right now to advance. Colombia are minus 118 to advance. To be a draw. So to win in extra time here, Switzerland is plus 355. A tie is minus 154. Colombia to win here is plus 305. That's like to win in the next 30 minutes. And as I stated, the total over under 0.5, minus 118 to the under, minus 105 to the over. I don't know, Kevin. It's going to be the same thing. Maybe Switzerland buzz around a bit for the first couple of minutes, but it's 2 15-minute half, guys. So it's the same thing all the time. Once these two teams get to like that 10-minute mark and they know, well, there's only 5 minutes left in this period, they're going to play for the next 15 minutes. Next thing you know, we're going to be in penalty kicks.
Right. I'm wondering if now, Gabe, though, that we're into extra time, do the cards pile up? It's the only thing that's come to mind here. Is because I don't think these teams are going to stop complaining and fouling one another.
Does the ref just suddenly change, though, and say, all right, now I'm going to start calling things?
Yeah, probably. I don't know. He's gonna
I say we go to penalty kicks.
The older players in the WNBA going, hey, man, we were here when they were paying us nothing. We were here when we had to go overseas to make a paycheck. You're walking in here, you don't realize how easy you have it. So there is some of that too. But yeah, Jordan got beaten up. Magic got beaten up. Bird got beaten up. Kareem got beaten up. You know, Wemby is getting beaten up, by the way.
Outspoken with Dan Cilio. Only on SportsGrid.
This is the third time he's been medically checked. Even the ref's coming over. He's like, dude, like come on. Like after every sort of play in front of the net, the kind of goal he's done.
Yeah.
He's
like,
on
stop
the
jumping.
He's on the turf, like you said, like he's like driving off the top rope. Look at him here again. I give him credit. He's freaking fearless.
In-game live, only on SportsGrid.
Their pitching has been really good in their bullpen too. So Chris Getz, their general manager, credit to him. This guy was getting pounded a couple of years ago for decisions and everything like that, but man, it is seemingly working out. The fans, by the way, all of a sudden are pouring in there. Their attendance is on the rise too. So a great sign that the White Sox are in this thing. Now, long term, I don't know. Like, is this a postseason team? Is it a deep postseason team?
Pro Baseball Today, only on SportsGrid.
Class is in session. Today, let's talk about the teaser. A teaser is a multi-leg bet where you shift the point spread in your favor. You get better numbers, but every selection has to win. It doesn't matter what you bet if you don't have the insights. Tune into SportsGrid and get ahead of the class.